Today I have the New Balance Fresh Foam X Hierro Mid GTX shoe. This is their hiking, trailing rated shoe. This is the color Ren with Bungee and Golden Hour. What do you guys think of this color? I currently wear the Fresh Foam Hierro V6. I've been wearing that for basically a whole year now and I really love it. I've just been looking for a shoe which I can basically wear in the coming winter month, and just something a little bit more of like a higher, just like, you know, more height here, just so, you know, the snow, whatever, doesn't get in. And so I decided to just kind of go with this shoe. But before I get into that, let me just go over the specs of this shoe. We have a 8mm drop, and then we've got the Fresh Foam X midsole here. This is the very cushy here, as you can see, it says Fresh Foam. It's actually really comfortable. I love all their Fresh Foam stuff from New Balance. Okay, we've got, of course, the mid-cut upper with the leather material up here. So this is slightly higher compared to my V6. I think V6 was kind of down to here. Again, I'm going to tell you what I think about this later in the video. We've got the Gore Tex, right? That's very nice. Another reason why I love the GTX versions of the New Balance shoes, we've got the Gore Tex. So basically, the whole shoe is just super waterproof, and you'll be, you know, protected from the elements. And as you can see here with the toe here, it is covered basically up to the top here, so to the top of this section here. So basically, I've even tried it with my other V6 shoe. You can step in water basically up to this high and fully submerged to here, and no water even gets in at all. So thanks to the Gore Tex material here. If you don't know, Gore Tex is basically a waterproof protectant, and it keeps the wind, rain, and water out of your shoe without sacrificing breathability. So that's basically what Gore Tex is. Okay, we've got toe protect technology here. It protects the feet from the rocks, roots, and whatever is in your trail that you're walking on. I do notice that it's a little bit like softer here on the on this Fresh Foam X Hierro. I do notice that on the V6 version it is a lot stiffer, like harder. I won't be able to press down so easily, so I'm not too sure about that. As you can see from the video here, it goes in pretty easily. So let me see if I can feel something here. No, that's just basically, there isn't too much like toe protection, to be honest with you. But anyways, and then we've got the Vibram here. We've got the Mega Grip Vibram. So this, yeah, it's just basically the grip and the shock in here. Let me just kind of give you a close-up look of the shoe now. So we've got the Fresh Foam Hierro. It says HT, but it's basically, oh, okay, well, X, but this, it should be the GTX version. GTX basically means the Gore Tex. And then we've got, yeah, so this is the tongue here. And again, like I showed you before, it basically tapers off right here. So it's all covered up here, so water can basically go all the way up to here. We've got this, this type of lace. I'm not really sure. What do you guys think of this color? They basically have two colors for this model. They've got this color, and then they've also got a blue color. Anyways, on the side here, right, we've got two metal little clips here just to hook the your lace up if you want to wear it higher. Now again, we've got the Gore Tex logo. Then we've got this leather here. These aren't actually vents, they're just holes. I know in the non-GTX version, I believe these are actually breathable holes. And then we've got this little like design here with the New Balance logo here, right? And then we've also got some perforated like little material, like designs here. And then we've got the Vibram logo here, and we've got the Fresh Foam with this kind of like scale reptile scale looking kind of design. In the front, we've got the sole basically wraps up to the top here, and then the toe protect again, which I said I don't really notice. And then on the other side, we've got basically the same thing. Yeah, and then the back, we have a little strap here just to pull your shoe in if you need the little bit of grip here. And here on the back is fresh foam, and you've got a little bit of a lip here. This is basically the trend, or how all the Hierro shoes are like. They've got this little lip back here. I think the lip here is basically just to give you a little bit more traction. Okay, anyways, looking inside, we've got here we've got the yellow color in the interior, which is a nice little touch. And then we've got the sole. I'm gonna take this out actually and take a look here. So what I do notice, what I really like is that all the lettering inside the sole, it basically never really rubs off. I've had the one with my V6, and I've been wearing it every day pretty much for a year, and the logo, the lettering just never rubbed off, which is actually pretty cool. I know that in all my other shoes, you know, within half a year you would start seeing this kind of fade away. Just something I noticed, which was pretty neat. All right, so now let's talk about some things that I don't really like about this shoe. Okay, so first of all, I basically bought this shoe because I wanted something to wear in the winter, and based on the pictures online, it kind of made it look like this was, you know, more of a boot, like a real winter boot compared to, you know, whatever other shoes that New Balance offers, which are a little bit more sporty, more for summer. But then, so again, like I wanted something that was like a boot, and then when this arrived, I noticed that, you know, it's really not that high, even though it's called mid. Your ankle, basically, like your ankle bone is like right here. So just for reference, you can tell that this isn't actually much of a boot. Like a boot would, like a normal boot would probably end up here, so it keeps all the snow, whatever, away. But this, honestly, when I compare this with my V6, it's like so subtle that this, I don't really consider this as a boot at all. So it's a little disappointing there. I wish they made this a little bit higher, right? And that way, you know, people could actually wear it more in the winter, because I'm pretty sure that, you know, this is, you know, the snow is basically gonna get in here pretty easily. Yeah, another thing is I bought this based on the same size as my current V6, and after putting my feet in, I noticed that these run a lot smaller and a lot more narrow, right? Even though this is the standard width size, they do offer the standard, wide, and extra wide. So maybe I should have gotten the wide, but then I never got the wide for the V6 model, so I'm not really sure. But I do notice that, yeah, again, when I put my feet in, even though it's the same size here compared to the V6, these shoes run a lot more narrow. Okay, another thing is with the color, I'm not really too, you know, excited with this color. I thought it would look, you know, pretty nice in person, but now that I look at it, it just kind of looks faded, or like an older, like just, you know, just a shoe you've been having, you've had for a while, and just kind of like, you know, in the closet. I don't know, it just my own personal feel for the shoe. So one thing I noticed on the bottom here, it says Mega Grip Vibram. So if you look closely at these little these patterns here on the grip patterns on the bottom, we've got like these teeth marks at the end. So I'm guessing that's the Mega Grip version, like Mega part of it. So I guess, you know, it gives you that extra bit of grip. But then I do notice that you see that Mega Grip on it. It's basically just a piece of like a sticker just to make it mega, right? So I feel like it's kind of a bit of an afterthought. I wish this was, you know, actually engraved part of the logo instead of just like, you know, a sticker, because obviously the sticker is just gonna fall off pretty soon. But yeah, that's just something I kind of bothered me. I just noticed that's pretty cool. We've got these little, like, this white part in the sole, and it feels kind of like a squishy foam, which is pretty neat. Anyways, another negative that I don't like about the shoe is that there are no reflective materials. In my V6, the New Balance logo is reflective. The shoelace, like where the orange part you see here, would have been reflective. And then, you know, I've got some reflection on the back, but here there's no reflection at all. So in terms of, you know, visibility, safety at night, especially in the winter when, you know, we don't get as much sun, the reflection would have been a nice touch to add, but they did not include that. And lastly, with this little lip here in the back, I'm not sure what other people think about, but for me, in my V6, anytime you're basically at the beach or, you know, you're walking somewhere where there's loose terrain, basically what happens is when you walk, it kick flips it right back into your feet, and it's kind of annoying. And then basically, in order to avoid it, you kind of have to walk kind of awkwardly so you don't like lift up your shoe too quickly, and then, you know, you're just gonna end up throwing the rock and sand into your shoe. So I'm not too, you know, into this lip in the back. I mean, it does look cool. Maybe it offers, you know, a little bit more traction, but when you're in the sand, you know, it's just pretty terrible. I think with the snow, if you wear this in the snow, it might just kick up more debris like snow and like slush into your shoe. So again, that's kind of what I think of this lip. I'm not sure. I'm sure probably there's some sort of pros to this lip when you're, you know, in a non-loose gravel terrain. Just giving you that little bit of extra traction. I can kind of see that. But again, and when you're in a loose like sand condition, it just kicks it right in. So just something for you guys to know. Other than that, that's kind of basically wraps up the review of this shoe. Hope you guys find it helpful, and you know, just kind of give you a little bit of insight before purchasing this shoe. So there you have it. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.